How's it going, boys? In today's video, we're going to be going over some maps that either the community or myself find quite boring, whether it's from a boring atmosphere, tedious gameplay, map design, simplicity, and etc. If you want to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe to stay updated, and without wasting any more time, let's get right to it. Starting off the list at number 5, we have the map that everybody forgets about, and it's Zetsubo no Shima. Now, it's by no means a bad map, but man, does it have some annoying features that make the game feel tedious and boring. For starters, we have gardening. Like, come on, what is this, Animal Crossing? Gardening is optional, but if you want free perk slots or want extra lives, you need to water fruit plants and imprint plants for 3 rounds using the KT4. Speaking of the KT4, getting this weapon is a pain on its own. I will say it is worth getting, but not everybody has the patience to get it. And don't even get me started on the pack-a-punch process, which involves getting the Skull of Nansapwe, the shield, and 3 items, which honestly I couldn't tell you the names of. And on top of it all, you need to do a mini boss fight to end it off. Aside from all that, the layout of the map is fine, but what does make the map boring is the amount of time and points it takes to open up the whole map. You can go up to round 15 and still not have the whole map opened. And the swampy atmosphere doesn't add any excitement to the map on top of it. It's just a very gloomy map overall. Again, I don't think it's a bad map by any means, it just happens to be in BO3, which has maps like Shadows of Evil, Thrizendrak, Grod Krovi, and Revelations, making Zetsubo lackluster and boring. If this map was in BO2 or BO4, it probably would have been the best map in each game. Coming in at number 4, we have my least favorite map on World at War, and it's Shinonuma. Are you guys seeing a trend here? Swampy atmosphere equals bad. Now this map is nostalgic, I'll give it that, but if you're not going for high rounds, most people forget this map exists, even with the countless remasters. It got brought back in BO1, BO3, COD Mobile, and Vanguard, but we don't talk about that one. I honestly don't know why this was the map that got remastered so many times. Aside from the horrid swampy atmospheres, you don't have much to work with. You got perks and a box, that's it. Which, to be fair, it's all you need to have some fun, but not having much to aim for makes the map lack replayability. The map layout is pretty basic, but I guess it works. What doesn't work though is the mud laid everywhere, keeping most players out of most areas besides where the flogger trap is. Not much to say about this map besides it's really basic and the atmosphere makes it not very visually pleasing. At number 3, we have the map that everybody wanted when it came out but nobody liked, Nuketown. I know this map was partially fan service, but man, did they drop the ball on this one. Easter egg wise, it was pretty cool with the event of Moon being tied to the map, but that's where the cool ends. Because what you get is a very depressing looking map with some areas that are inaccessible or hard to get to. The perk system is also pretty ass since they decided to add RNG, meaning you possibly won't get Jug or Pack-a-Punch until round 20 or so. As for the layout of the map, it's nothing special, it's actually pretty bad. With all the clutter being in the middle of the map, your only option is to go on either side of the map. And not even in the houses, as those are also just filled with clutter. But outside, 9 out of 10 times you're in the green house since the yellow house has less space. And along with all the debris on the map, you have terrible zombie spawns making you feel claustrophobic the entire time. Overall, just a very depressing, tedious, and boring map. In my opinion, as cool as Nuketown is in multiplayer, it's sadly just not designed for zombies and it shows. We're taking it all the way back with this one, boys. At number 2, we have Nocturne Totem. I don't think anyone's surprised by this one. Atmosphere-wise, it's pretty good, but the thing holding this map back is pretty much everything else. The zombie spawns are so far away, making the early rounds drag on longer than they need to. The map is also super small, only having 2 doors to open, but most of us only open 2. Other than that, you get a box with no noteworthy weapons besides a ray gun and no perks, making it the most bare bone and boring experience out of pretty much any map that came after this. To sum up this map, I say this map is nostalgic and that's all. Once the nostalgia is gone, you're bored and can't wait to play anything else for the next few months. Now somehow there's a more boring map than Noct. At number 1 today we have Bus Depot. If you want a challenge, then this is a map you want to be playing. But if you're looking to have fun and enjoy yourself, just turn the other direction because man, this map is ass. It's a cut-off piece of transit and probably the one people visit the least after leaving initially. You have a box and a few wall weapons and that's pretty much it. That in itself kills replayability. But to add to the boringness of the map, you also have the painful experience of lava being anywhere, so you can't even be bored in peace. But yeah, good map if you're looking to challenge yourself, bad map if you want to enjoy living. You can either place Bus Depot or Noct in this spot, but at least Noct has nostalgia going for it. Not really much to this map, which I guess is what makes it boring to begin with. That's gonna do it for today's video, lads. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm not the best at describing maps, but hopefully I did an okay enough job at it. If you guys disagree or think some maps got left out, feel free to leave it in the comments below. And if you want to see more videos like this one, also feel free to leave it in the comments below. If you haven't seen the previous video, it's right there on the bottom left, so if you want to check it out, hey, check it out. Feel free to subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.